Hello! This is my very first game recording. I'm Miss Emily, and tonight I will be playing The Whispered World. It's this point-and-click adventure game from Germany. It's a very beautiful game. I've been playing it lately just to get the Steam achievements, but once I finished the game for the very first time, it really won me over and enchanted me. So this will be sort of like a walkthrough with a bit of commentary. And I'm going to be starting a new game.
It may make you sad to hear it, but this is the last story I'm going to tell you. I know you like to hear funny stories with jolly people and a happy end.
Jolly people.
But I don't have the strength for that anymore. What difference would it make if I lied to you? Well, my last story takes place in a land far away, a land that is about to die. It begins in the autumn forest. This is the story of Sadwick, the sorrowful clown. Sadwick is sleeping uneasily, like every night. And he doesn't even know that he'll destroy the world in the course of just a few days.
The Whispered World! This is a very good game. And Sadwick is really adorable. He really grows on you throughout the game. He's just kind of a sad little nugget. This is a dream sequence. Oh, you already knew that. Now, what you're about to see might be kind of funny. You might laugh. I know I did. But I don't think you're supposed to laugh. Giant luscious lips. What were you drinking last night? Who did you party with?
What a nightmare. Every night it's the same. I can hardly remember the last time I had a decent night's sleep. Spot? Where could Spot be? He usually comes to see me in the morning.
We will not be doing the tutorial for this video, because this video basically is a tutorial. So, clicking away from that. Now, just some basic control information. Your mouse, your cursor, move your cursor around. When you move over a point of interest, it glows like that. You can press the space bar, and it highlights all the points of interest. And this is a really nice feature because this game the backgrounds can get kind of busy in a hurry, and the puzzles get really bananas. Like, some of the puzzles are so hard and quite frankly illogical at points. So this is a very useful function. Oh yeah, and something else. In order to select something, let's see here. What do we want to select? Okay. Double click, hold down the second click, and it pulls up this mini menu. You can either look at something, touch it, or talk to it. The original game instructions said interact with your mouth, but that's just meant to be, like, you can either, taste it or talk to it. So you talk, look, touch, talk. So
This work reminds me of one of the most basic principles of life. No matter what you have accomplished, no matter how big your paws or how sharp your teeth are, you can still end up being a doormat for a band of circus clowns.
And I just want to say that, oh, and you can click to move him around, click anywhere, make him walk. This is just a really beautiful artsy game, like all this hand done animation and these really gorgeous digitally painted backgrounds. Some points of the game, the voice acting is going to sound a little bit unnatural, but that's okay because it doesn't interfere with the story. It's just something to keep in mind. I don't think English is the first language of the people who made this game, so it's completely forgivable. The first thing you ought to do, there's something important in this drawer. Now you gotta look.
There's only that stupid note in there, and made me write down all my chores. Pure harassment, if you ask me. What the heck? I'd better collect the note anyway. Maybe I'll find a fire somewhere.
Sometimes it's just he's so hopeless and sad. He's like Squidward, but cuter and younger and like kind of Disney-fied. I don't know. Oh yeah. So you have an item now. Right click to pull up the item bag. You have an item here. Double click, hold down on the second click to...
And has given me a lot of tedious chores for today. Why did I even bother to get out of bed?
So yeah, you just, you double click, hold down on the second click to look at this. And this is your list of chores for the day. It's not... This is actually, you're not going to be doing chores. This is going to be important to something else later on. Just let you know that. Oh yeah, to close the menu, to close this item bag, you either mouse away from it or just hit the right click button again. Okay. And you can just interact with, like, basically anywhere you see a little circle, little glowing circle. You can, I don't know.
In order to light a fire, it has to be open first. Too bad the handle has broken off.
You can look at this.
What was that note again? Ah, yes. I remember now. It's where Ben sketched out how the human cannonball act is supposed to work. It's so unfair. He can even draw better than me.
And you can click on any of these. This is going to become something that you do later on in the chapter. And this is kind of a diagram that helps you... It helps you understand what you're doing. These are all the components you need to move on to the next chapter, basically. Like a cannon.
The most important thing is a solid barrel for the cannon. After all, the cannoneer shouldn't be harmed when he blows me sky high.
Pew! Oh, and if you're playing this game, if you have the special edition, I just bought this on Steam because it was on discount, and it looked really fun. The special edition comes with the creator's commentary, these fellows here, and if you ever feel like listening to it, they have commentary for like every scene, different commentary, and it's really delightful. It's all in German, and they have, like the subtitles so you can understand it in English. It's really fun to just listen to them talk about their game. German is such an interesting language. I never learned it in college, but it looks great. Yeah, fun fact, I minored in Russian in college, and then a fat lot of good my degree does me. I'm making Let's Play videos, haha. I also studied Spanish and French, and I actually lived in France for a couple months. My French got really good, but I didn't enjoy it very much. Okay, well that's neither here nor there. Touch the door to open it. Get the hell out there and start your adventure.
Sadwick! You awake? Come here at once! The day's already wasting away.
Right. Another happy day in the colorful world of the circus. Spot, don't just lie around like that. What's wrong with you?
What do you think's wrong with him?
Maybe he's sick, the plague, or food poisoning,
The
Don't
plague.
talk such nonsense.
worm fungus, blue pox. It could be anything.
He's thirsty, Sadwick. That's what happens if you don't carry out your chores properly.
Spot can take it. He's tough.
You've got a lot to learn. Caterpillars don't grow very old. Not if you treat them like this anyway. You'd better get used to the idea.
You're just saying that to annoy me.
I'm serious. You better give him something to drink.
Yeah, whatever, Ben. Come on, let's go, Spot. We get you something to drink. And after that, maybe we can finally do something useful.
This is Ben. He's Sadwick's asshole older brother, who's better at him than everything. This is Spot. He comes with you on your everywhere you go. He's really adorable. Oh, and he's thirsty. Okay, let's give him water. Now. By the way, that snoring is not me. That snoring is this big son of a bitch over here.
Bruno sleeps almost all day. He has to drag our trailers through dark forests during the night. I bet he never has nightmares. On the other hand, maybe this world is his nightmare.
Okay. Select Spot. Pick him up, and he wiggles! He wiggles because he's cute. You want to put him in the water bucket because he's thirsty. So you feed him laundry water
All
like
right,
a
Spot.
good caretaker.
Time to have a drink.
A plus. So healthy.
There you go.
Diabetes. And, I think if you show him to... look at him wiggle! Look at him wiggle! Look, just... He wiggles! Ben.
Can you tell me what's wrong with Spot?
I gave him something to drink, like you said.
I hope you didn't give him the water from the laundry tub. Heavens, Sadwick! It's full of starch.
Who cares? Spot seems to be alright.
He's so cute. Spot just makes these little noises like feep. This here's Grandpa. Grandpa's crazy, but his voice actor is very fun. God, you have to talk a lot to people, especially in the beginning. Later on, there are certain talking options that get you along faster than others, but I didn't learn that the first time around, but I know it now. So you kind of just have to talk to people until there's nothing left to talk about.
Hi, Ben.
That moves the story
Hi,
forward.
sleepyhead. How often do I have to tell you? Rehearsals start at sunrise.
It's not my fault. I slept very badly last night.
Slept badly? What's that supposed to mean? Not those nightmares again.
They're not ordinary nightmares. They always feel so real. The earthquake, the craggy rocks.
Good heavens, Sadwick. Now pull yourself together. You're a clown, a jester, an entertainer. You're supposed to make people happy, not depressed.
Ooh, Lord. Yeah, you have to talk through all of this to move the story along. But it can be entertaining.
When's our next performance?
Who knows? This stretch of land is just as deserted as all the others we recently passed through. People are leaving the land. They fear the end of the world.
Can't someone else play the clown?
And what do you want to do instead? Lion taming? Just face it, Sadwick. You're not talented enough for the big acts. You can't juggle. You can't throw creep. You can't even perform your human cannonball act properly.
I'm just fed up with honking noses and farting sounds. Why can't we provide high-class entertainment instead?
And what would that be?
I'm not gonna click through all of these, but... Well... Yeah... It's kind of cute.
I've written a couple of poems.
Oh, please, spare me your poems. Believe me, nobody needs your cerebral whining.
I sneak to the mirror in the darkest of night. I stare at my image and just see the clown. The louder he laughs, the harder I fight. Oh, sinister world, full of hardship and frowns.
Well, Sadwick, that's exactly why nobody likes you. If you really must write poems, why not some funny limericks?
Limericks?
There once
Three
was
edgy,
a young
five me.
circus clown who imagined the sky falling down. He imagined so bad that it made him quite sad. On his face, he wore always a frown.
Okay, no poems then. But how about theater?
Theater? Nobody understands those pompous blowhards.
Those
Do you
pompous
know why people
blowhards.
love the circus? Because they don't have to think too hard.
Ah, I get it. If somebody is in search of a real knucklehead,
He can come straight to me and...
the search is over.
Hey, wait a second.
Alright. The theater idea is off, but
Okay, as somebody who actually knew philosophy majors in college, I can tell you right now that shit is not entertaining. That is the quickest way to put everyone in the room to sleep. Like, I'm telling you.
how about philosophy?
What kind of thing?
What could be more entertaining than getting to grips with the very nature of existence?
Not getting to grips with it? Do you have more of those terrific ideas?
I'd like to do something intelligent is all.
Listen, we make good money without producing anything. What could possibly be more intelligent?
You're right. The circus is the only worthwhile form of entertainment.
Spare me your sarcasm. Nobody likes that kind of humor. Now,
I do.
go and practice your burping alphabet. Or the human cannonball act.
My nightmares must mean something.
Nonsense. Dreams are for losers. The same with your books and your poems. It's time you got a grip on reality. The serious
fun,
side
police.
of life. Does that ring any bells?
You mean colorful balls and makeup?
Geez, Sadwick. You're a real pain. You need to wake up and be productive.
You need to stop being the fun police.
Is there anything I can do?
Don't tell me you forgot your chores again. I even wrote them down for you.
Oh, those. That's not what I meant. I'd like to do something more important with my time. Something meaningful. Not this depressing day-to-day routine.
The sooner you do what you're supposed to, the sooner you can... Hey! Don't you roll your eyes like that, young man. Responsibility is
He's really
still
slow.
responsibility. Preferably, you start practicing your human cannonball act. Or take a good look around the area. Maybe you can find somebody who wants to see our performance.
I'd rather do the latter.
Okay, and this is just if you forget what to do. So I don't need to click that. I've played this
See
too many
you.
times.
Yep. See you. And don't forget, keep smiling. You're a clown.
Smiling.
Remember?
He sighs a lot in this game. Okay. Let's see. Talk to Grandpa over here.
Hello, Grandpa.
Oh, hello, Ben. You look different. Is that a new hat you're wearing?
I'm not Ben, Grandpa.
I know, Ben. They don't make hats like they used to anymore.
I'm Sadwick.
When I was a little clown, we used to wear real hats with big, firm bubbles.
Sadwick, your grandson.
I could knock out a full-grown ox with my bubbles. I know that poor animal, but that's the way people liked their hats back then. Now, what can I do for you, Ben?
Big firm bubbles. Let's see. I think you still have to talk through everybody. I'm trying to like not be impatient with this because I've played this so many times, and somebody who's never played this before would probably benefit from knowing all of these talking things, especially in the beginning. So I'm sorry if I'm just being slow and fast and boring and all that. So it's my first video, so
I wish you wouldn't always mistake me for Ben.
I know. The world is a vale of tears when you're young. Everybody's against you. But there are worse things than tight hats and pinching shirt sleeves, you know.
I'm paying close attention to your words of wisdom, like always.
When you're old, there are tight pains and pinching pantaloons, too. And this, my boy, is the most important lesson to take into old age. Loose-fitting pantaloons are the most loyal friends you could ever ask for.
Heavens, did he manage to bring his pantaloons into the conversation again?
I had one of those terrible nightmares again.
There's a cute saying I remember from my boyhood on that very subject. What was it? I forgot.
You mean the old saying, dreams are 10 a penny?
What? That's nonsense. Dreams are not 10 a penny. I once knew a guy who sold dreams at considerably higher prices.
Look at Grandpa's claws.
That guy might have been me.
Who in the world bought dreams?
No one. Well, that was where the plan fell short. But it was worth a try. There are always fools who spend money on any little nonsense.
I want to draw your attention to Grandpa's claws. He's got like some long ass banshee nails for some reason.
Say, Grandpa, you've seen a lot of things in your time, haven't you?
You can say that again. You can ask me whatever you can carry.
What do you know about the Autumn Forest?
The Autumn Forest is it's an enchanted place full of mystery. Strange creatures dwell there, but not as many nowadays as in the past. In ancient times, lots of diverse tribes lived there. You can still find traces of them in ruins and in caves. When I was a child, half the valley was submerged underwater. Now, there's only that little lake with the island. That's all I can remember at the moment.
That's not surprising. You'd even forget the color of your hair if you didn't look in the mirror regularly.
But I still know that it starts with a G.
That doesn't count. You're just guessing.
But I'm right.
Why? Yes,
See? That's all I need to know. Please let it be green.
One last little thing from me. I know it seems like there's just a lot of really tedious talking points in the beginning here, but I assure you will be clicking and pointing and adventuring and solving puzzles soon enough. Just gotta talk first.
Do you know anything about nightmares and visions?
I know enough that I can't give a profound opinion about them. Only real oracles can interpret dreams, and they're the only ones that can tell you if it was a vision of some sort. I once thought I had a vision too, you know. Yes, an angel appeared and told me that one day my pantaloons would save the world. I was so excited. I went on pilgrimages, gathered disciples around me, and performed services. And all that without ever changing my pants. Finally, a gypsy told me that it had only been a nightmare. Oh, Ben, you can hardly imagine how embarrassed I was. 5 years in a monastery, simply because I had chili casserole before bedtime.
Oh my. Oh, that's... Oh.
You know what? I'll just look it up myself.
Yes, couldn't hurt. I might still seem quite bright in the head, but sometimes the details get a little mixed up.
Okay, we're done talking to
See
people.
you later.
Cheer up, Ben.
Oh, and you might have noticed that Spot is now a roly-poly little fella. If you go up here throughout the game, Spot gains all these abilities, and this is the Ball Spot ability. And you can change his abilities up here. Just mouse over to this corner. This is his Ball Spot. Ball Spot. And he has other forms come in chapters. This is his normal form. Just click there to bring him back to his normal form, and then right-click to deselect him. As you can see, there's laundry, people to talk to. I want to draw your attention to this.
The fire dragon trap is empty once again. Grandpa always uses Nawahi eggs as bait.
Okay. Nawahi eggs. Be on the lookout. Okay, see this shovel? You want it. Get it. Get that shovel, girl. Oh, you don't want to go there yet. Let's go to... Bruno is sawing a hell of a log. Okay. You want to go in here. Okay, this is where food happens. Now just look at all this cool stuff. There is a lot of this is a visual feast for the eyes here. What is this? This is so cool. And there's a frog in a jar. How did it get there? There's eyeballs and teeth and whatever the hell this is. These are kind of fun. These all have Jaro eyes. Recipes. What else? Hairnet. Hey, let's take that.
Beaver eyes. Grandpa uses them as cooking ingredients. He calls the dish eye candy.
Grandpa's very special.
The blood of earthworms. The bottle is almost empty again. Grandpa's latest creation, petroleum soup. Inflammatory on the stomach, highly flammable in general, and a hazard to all low-flying birds in the vicinity.
How has he survived all these years? Eating petroleum. That's not healthy. Okay, these dentures. They're gross, but you want them. Okay, the door. You must close it. This cork. You want it. You must take it. I don't think there's anything else in here. What's this? Frog. Okay. I think we're done in here. I hope we are. For the time being. We'll be coming back. Chapter 1 is a lot of repeat, go back, do this, do that. And if you play it multiple times, you start to get really fast and impatient, like myself. Which I will try not to be. I've probably been speaking too fast this whole time, too. Alright, so. You want to go to the Autumn Forest, so. That's over here. Well, why don't we walk over there?
Where are you going?
God damn it, Ben, you big
I
asshole.
want to look around the forest.
Don't get lost.
Don't worry.
Look at us. You trip over your own ego, jerk.
What the?
I could have told you that. You and your sense of orientation.
Okay, this video is nearly half an hour long, so I'm going to save and cut it here so that I don't tax YouTube when I upload this monster. So, press escape to pull up the menu, go to save. You can overwrite a file or you can create a new file. I'm just going to overwrite this one because I don't even remember what I was doing. Overwrite, yeah. Okay. You just saved, and now you quit.